Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and today I'm going to introduce French cuisine and I will introduce the cuisine that related to appetizer because I don't learn French, so maybe my pronunciation later will be a little bit weird. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Melody and I'm going to introduce French main courses with you.
Hello, my name is Jenny. I'm going to introduce the French dessert.
Hi everyone, my name is Doris, and in this presentation I take responsibility for the video editing, so hope you like it.
Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and I'm going to introduce 3 French appetizers. In French we say entrée. Okay, the first one that I want to introduce is onion soup. Onion soup is a very popular French cuisine because onion can be messy production, so that's why it's easier to grow as well, and that's why the cost for making it is not that expensive, and it's a very homemade cuisine for many French. And sometimes if you go to French, you will see that they will use beef soup to go with the onion soup together. And they will eat with French bread, spaghetti together and go with some cheese. And the next one that I want to introduce is burgundy snail. Burgundy snail is easier to make as well. You will use garlic, basil, butter, salt, some pepper to cook it, and also time they will go with burgundy wine to eat this dish together. Okay, the next appetizer that I want to introduce is foie gras. Foie gras is used in the liver part of goose or dog to make it. So sometimes you will find the goose version or the dog version, but most of the time it's easier and cheaper to eat dog version because the dog liver is way more cheaper than goose. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Melody, and I'm now going to introduce the French main course. French cuisine consists of the cooking traditions and practice from France. Knowledge of French cooking has contributed significantly to Western cuisines. Now, I'm going to introduce the French main courses. First, I want to introduce the ratatouille. The recipes and cooking times differ widely, but common ingredients include tomato, garlic, onion, eggplant, bell pepper, and some combination of baby green herbs. French chefs have been debating whether the vegetables need cooking beforehand for centuries. But however you prepare it, the results are still great. This traditional dish can be a side dish, appetizer, or a main course. By the way, this dish also showed up in the famous Disney movie, and the movie's title is also called the ratatouille. Next is the steak au pois. Au pois means with pepper in French. Steak au pois is a dish featuring cuts of fresh steak covered with peppercorns and also olive oil. The steak is seared at a high temperature to cook the outside quickly and form the crust while leaving the interior rare to medium rare. The steak is left to rest for several minutes before serving. This fascinating dish first appeared in a Normandy bistro in the 19th century.
Today, I'm going to introduce 3 types of French desserts that we usually don't see. The first one is Beurre Helena. Beurre Helena was reputedly invented by the godfather of haute cuisine, Auguste Escoffier in Paris in the 19th century, and purportedly named after the opera. La Belle Hélène, The Beautiful Helen, by Offenbach. It is a dessert made from pure sponge in sugar syrup and served with vanilla ice cream and chocolate syrup. This dessert can be served without too many complicated procedures, making it one of the most common desserts in school and staff restaurants, and an alternative childhood memory for French people. And next one is the cuisine. Cuisines are the typical sweet treat from Provence, steeped in legend and tradition, and still as popular today as they have been since their invention in the 15th century. A cuisine is made in a characteristically long oven shape and has 3 layers. The base is a thin layer of waffle. The filling is made of a mixture of finely ground sweet almond and candied fruit, and topped with royal icing. A more typical recipe for this little sweet is 40% ground almonds and 60% candied fruit, with melon being the fruit of choice. The locally grown almond and fruits are made into a paste, then formed into little wafer and topped with white frosting. The original cuisine was melon flavored, but now you can find them in a variety of fruity flavors. And the last one is globe. This is a traditional cake from northeastern France. You find similar cake in Germany, Australia, and Eastern Europe. The name varies slightly, like this one and this one. The legend states that a kind of Bethlehem and forgotten his head, an almond-shaped turban when embarking the crusade, and a pastry chef from Strasbourg later found the head and used it as a cake pan. The Grogrove, the Argentan word for turban, was thus created. It is Argentan's brioche, made from the yeast-based dough with the addition of raisins, almonds, and sometimes hazelnut. It is baked in a special mold made of unnamed copper or terracotta with a central tube that allows a regular diffusion of the heat in the heart of the dough and give it the shape of a crown or a turban. Thank you.